You know that sound? Every driver knows it. You're just cruising down Route 46, maybe I-80, and then ping.
Ugh, the worst.
The worst. A pebble, a piece of debris, and now you have a chip.
So today we're doing a deep dive into what that little sound is actually going to cost you.
Yeah, we're looking at this guide, Auto Glass Insights, from a company called Windshield Replacement LLC.
And their whole point seems to be that it's not just a piece of glass anymore. The price tag really depends on, well, where the damage is and just how smart your car is.
Exactly. The old rules of thumb, they just don't apply.
So let's get right into the numbers, the wallet impact. If you have a small chip in your windshield and you catch it early, you're probably okay.
Right, the data suggests you're looking at maybe $50 to $150 for a simple repair.
But the guide draws a really sharp line between that and, say, a side window.
Oh, it's a huge distinction. If something hits your passenger window, you are not repairing it, period.
You're just replacing the whole thing. The whole thing. The guide puts that somewhere between, say, $100 and $400.
And that all comes down to the type of glass, right?
It's the physics, yeah. Your side windows are tempered glass. They're designed under so much tension that when they break, they don't make shards.
They explode into these dull little cubes.
The little cubes, exactly. It's a safety feature, to prevent lacerations. But for your wallet, it means there's no patching it. It's an all-or-nothing replacement.
Okay, so then we get to the windshield itself. This is where it gets complicated. The base cost for a full replacement is listed at $200 to $600.
But that's just the base. That's where the Smart Car Premium comes in.
And that can push the bill to over $1,000.
Easily. We really have to stop thinking of a windshield as just a shield from the wind. It's more like a lens now.
A lens for the car's eyes.
Mhm.
You're talking about the FDS, the Advanced Driver Assistance Systems.
Exactly. Your lane departure warnings, your automatic emergency braking, even your rain sensors. All that stuff uses cameras and sensors mounted right up against the glass.
So there's a hidden cost. You're not just paying for new glass.
You're paying for the labor to teach the car how to see through that new glass. It's called recalibration.
Right, so if the new windshield is installed even, a millimeter off?
Even a millimeter. Or if the curve is slightly different from the factory original, it throws the whole camera's geometry off.
So the car might think an object is 50 feet away when it's really 30.
Precisely. So the mechanic has to physically hook a computer up to your car and reset all those focal points. That's where the labor costs spike.
And let's bring this back to Parsippany. To North Jersey, the guide actually calls out our environment specifically.
It does. We basically live in the capital of thermal shock.
What does that mean?
Well, think about it. We have these intense summer thunderstorms, and then we have brutal winters with road salt and ice.
That cycle of hot and cold.
Right. That makes the glass expand and contract constantly. So that tiny little chip you got back in October, the one that seems totally stable,
The first time you blast the defroster in December,
it turns into a giant spider web across your entire windshield. That's why the source really hammers home that you need to act fast. Waiting is almost never cheaper here.
since all this info comes from Windshield Replacement LLC, we should give them credit for the local expertise. They're out of Newark, but cover the Parsippany area.
Good to know who understands the local weather.
Yeah, the guide lists their number as 862-400-3780, and their site is windshieldreplacementllc.com.
So if you're trying to budget for this, the first question to ask is what kind of damage is it?
Is it a simple repairable chip? A shattered side window?
Or a high-tech windshield that needs a full system reboot. That's what decides if you're out $50 or, $1,000.
It leaves me with this one thought, though. We think of body shops for glass and mechanics for engines. But when you start talking about ADAS recalibration, at what point does fixing a broken window stop being car repair and, start being IT support?
That line is getting blurrier every single year.
That's our deep dive for today. Drive safe out there.